Hi students, this quick little video is just going to be about classifying slope. It'll be very quick and simple. I'll just give you the definitions and a couple of examples that will really help you complete your homework. It is not a difficult thing. So first, let's just define what slope is. And so when you have a coordinate plane and you've got a line on that coordinate plane, it's going to have slope in the same way that a mountain has slope, right? So you have slope going up and you have slope going down. So in a mountain, you could imagine that they're connected, right? But when we're looking at a coordinate plane, you want to look at them separately. So a slope where you're going up the mountain is a positive slope. A slope where you're going down the mountain is a negative slope. And you might say, well, up or down starting from where? Because most of the time lines are marked with two arrows. You can go both ways. And the answer to that is starting from left to right. So just as we read from left to right, we also determine slope. I think the easiest way is by looking at it from left to right. So if you literally put your finger on a line that you're trying to figure out and trace along the line from left to right, if your finger's going up, it's a positive slope. If your finger's going down, it's a negative slope. A horizontal line has a slope of 0. It is going neither up nor down. It is just flat like a pancake. And that has a 0 slope. The tricky one is the vertical line. That line has an undefined slope. The reason why it's a little bit more complicated, and I'm going to put it in a second video. But let's just quickly go ahead and write down those definitions of slope. If you didn't do it yet, you need to get a notebook out and you need to write this down, because I promise it's the kind of thing that you go back and look at and it makes everything easier. So please get out a sheet of paper and write down these definitions with me. Let's title it Classifying Slope. Classifying slope. So you have your 4 basic classifications. A positive slope. The line goes up, and it would look something like that. It could be very steep up, or it could be barely up, but as long as when you trace your finger from left to right, your finger is going up, that is a positive slope. Let's also just show an example of a positive slope on a little mini coordinate plane. So there you've got your x, there you've got your y, and I'll use a different color to put in a line with a positive slope. So it might or might not go through the origin. It might or might not be a steep pitch. But as long as the line from left to right is going up, it is a positive slope. The next type, so that's one type, the next is a negative slope. Negative slope goes down. So again, it could go sharply down, a steep slope, or it could be a more gentle slope. As long as if you're traveling from left to right and you trace along the line, it goes down at an angle. Now I should say, vertical lines don't go, they feel like they go up and down, but they don't have a left to right starting place in the same way. So we're talking about at an angle. When you trace it, it will either go up or down. Let's draw a little mini on our mini coordinate plane. Our x and our y. Let's do a negative line. So a negative slope starting from left going towards right is going down. So if you trace it from left to right, it's going to go down. Those two I believe to be the easier ones, although this one's easy too. So a 0 slope is a horizontal line. looks like that, that is a zero slope. Let's do an example of those. It could be above the x-axis or it could be below the x-axis. It matters not. Either way, the slope is zero. Finally, and like I said, this one I'm just going to give it to you as a definition right now, and I'll do a few examples, or I'll tell more about it in a subsequent video. So this one would be an undefined. Undefined slope is a vertical line. So any line that's straight up and down is undefined. So for now, students, just really make sure you know those and that you can identify them. And that's what's going to help you out. Here's an example of an undefined slope, or a line with an undefined slope. Could be to the right of the y-axis, could be to the left, it matters not. That is an undefined slope. Perfect. All right, I hope that's helpful.